hair. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. I wasn't here yesterday. I took the day off yesterday from live. Sometimes on a Monday I just can't go live. It's just too much to ask of you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Let me get the poll going. Have you ever experienced burnout from fitness? Let's see what we got here. Good morning. Welcome, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to the live. We're going to be talking about burnout in terms of fitness today. I'm also getting ready for work. So I have a poll running right now. If you have ever experienced burnout, yes or no, comment in the poll. Let us know how you feel. That's annoying. My cup is leaking. What is up with this cup? This is the Hydro Jug shaker bottle, which I actually really like, except for sometimes when you screw it on, it doesn't go on correctly, and then it leaks. Okay, that seems better. Good morning. Hi, welcome. What's up, Ninja? Almost cute. I haven't seen you. What's up? We are about to get ready and we're going to be talking about burnout. There is a poll running right now, so let me know if you've ever felt burnout in terms of fitness. I need to know. Welcome. We're getting ready for work today. Hello. How's the quality? I'm on my home Wi-Fi today, but my home Wi-Fi was giving me a problem earlier, so it's debatable. It's hard to go live. Yes and no. Is that about burnout? Or is that about the quality of the video? Good morning. Welcome, everybody. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. I am Coach Lindsay. I'm a personal trainer in real life. And I am here to help you become a fitter version of you. We talk about health, wellness, mental health, and tips and tricks for becoming a fitter version of you. So welcome. Give this a thumbs up so other people can find the chat. Show YouTube that we like it, please. Let's see. Let's check the poll. We got 100% saying yes, we felt burnt out before. Good morning. Welcome, besties. Welcome. We're about to talk about burnout in terms of fitness. Hello. How do I go from being a 3 to a 6? Wow. This channel ain't about magic. Good morning, everybody. Welcome. We're about to talk about burnout in terms of fitness. So comment in the poll if you have ever experienced burnout. Your mental health is trash. Sorry to hear that. Sometimes, actually a lot of times, when you get your physical health in check, your mental health will get better. So that they're so intertwined. A lot of people don't realize that. Welcome, everybody. Let me give you some tips on how to avoid burnout in terms of fitness. So, got my little notes over here if you see me looking. So, I would say my biggest tip, try to be a 4 like me. Thank you, Scotty. If you're new here, Scotty, don't forget to subscribe. I would say my biggest tip for avoiding burnout as far as fitness goes is making smart, realistic expectations and goals. So sometimes I feel like my clients will come in and they'll say, oh, I want to lose 50 pounds in 1 month. And that is a very unrealistic goal. And setting unrealistic goals like that will make people experience burnout a lot quicker. So I will always recommend people make realistic goals. So something that is realistic as far as body fat goes, if we're trying to lose body fat, losing about 1 to 1.5 pounds in a week would be considered a good amount. Anything above that is too much. Hello, welcome. Oh, Olivier, the chef from France. What's up? We're talking about workout burnout right now. Anything more than 1 to 2 pounds in a week is going to be too much, and it's going to cause you to get burnt out whenever you can't do it. So always making realistic goals. I also have clients, a lot of times beginners will come in and they will say that they are going to they're going to go from 0 working out at all to working out. Yes, they're going to go from 0 working out at all to working out like 6 days a week. And I will always steer a new client away from doing that. Hi, Bree. What is up, everybody? Welcome. If you're new here, I am Coach Lindsay. I'm a personal trainer, and I help people become a fitter version of you. So if you're new and you're looking for tips and tricks on how to become healthier mentally and physically, please subscribe. I would love to have you in my other lives. I try and go live every day to talk about fitness. I am going to be going live today at 2 p.m. Central Time to do a live workout. It is beginner friendly, but you can make it challenging if you want to. So welcome to my channel. Hello. Yesterday I did hit a bench PR, so thank you for asking, Bree. So back to experiencing burnout. Let's see, what do we have in the poll? Nobody. Thank you for stalking my channel. I do have lots of videos on there. What was I saying? Experiencing burnout. Yes. So making realistic goals. So knowing how much you can lose in a week. Also, that goes to the reverse. If you're trying to put on muscle, having realistic goals on how long it's going to actually take you to put on muscle is going to help you navigate during the time of when you're trying to figure out if you should have already been to that goal. And I feel like that helps. Thank you, Carmen. That helps people realistically not get burnt out. I am running a bit behind, so I gotta hurry. I gotta move. Where's everybody from in the chat? Leave where you're from. I'm in the U.S. It's a party in the USA. Do I believe in body recomposition? Absolutely. So sometimes I have clients who, they're not super obese or they're not super out of shape, but they're not the way they want to look. And so when that is the case, actually I have a lot of clients like that. When that is the case, you need to do a body recomposition. And the best way to do a body recomposition is to put on muscle and lose body fat. And typically, majority of my clients where's the brush that I'm looking for? Oh. Majority of my clients are under eating protein. And that is usually the first step that I have to talk to my clients about is increasing protein. When we increase protein, we have more fuel to build muscle. When you start building muscle, you will see your body recomp and recomposition. So what that means is, let's say I weigh 150 pounds. Okay, but I've never worked out a day in my life, and I really feel like I'm just like flabby and like not toned and not how I want to look. So I might not necessarily, please hold. I might not necessarily need to lose a bunch of weight, but I need to recomp my body and go from 150 pounds of not very strong, not very muscular, to 150 pounds of muscle. And that is what we call recomposition. So you will see somebody, you can see, especially in women, you will see weight on somebody, like the weight on the scale look totally different. Like if you've ever seen somebody that is super toned, super muscular, they probably weigh more than you would assume because they don't have a lot of body fat, but they have a lot of muscle. And muscle is very dense. And so it can appear heavy. It can look smaller, but be heavier on a scale. So yes, I absolutely believe in body recomposition. Thank you. That was a great question. That is what majority of my clients are actually doing. Unless you need to lose like 100 pounds of fat because you're super overweight. What are my sources of protein? Lean meats. Lean meats. That's how I get my protein. I do drink a high quality protein powder every day. Olive. Am I still saying it right? Olive. I drink a high quality protein powder, which is pretty helpful to hit my protein goal. But I will eat eggs, egg whites, chicken breasts, chicken thighs. I will eat beef, ground beef, ribeyes, basically just any meat source. I do like seafood, but I don't eat it often. Cottage cheese. Thank you. Cottage cheese. I love cottage cheese. Sometimes I feel like cottage cheese gets a bad rap, but I love cottage cheese. I'll eat cottage cheese. I try not to do a lot of high processed protein, so I try not to do a lot of protein bars. I do meat sticks sometimes, but you have to check the quality of the meat sticks. I usually only use First Form products. So, great question. Love that. I'm sure you make a lot of delicious high protein meals if you're a chef. You're a chef. So, going back to burnout, realistic goals is one of my biggest tips to avoid burnout in terms of fitness, in terms of working out, in terms of eating. This is where I see a lot of people get burned out, and myself included. People are like, oh, I don't want to eat the same meals every single day. I know I feel like that sometimes I start to be like, chicken again. You know, somehow women think that by only doing cardio, they will get the desired physique. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. That ain't it. I feel for women, because I feel like we have heard a lot of misinformation over the years, and there's a lot of misinformation online still to this day. But if you want that desired physique, if you want to have toned arms, toned legs, toned booty, you have to lift weights. Now, I'm not saying that doing cardio is, detrimental. However, your desired physique comes, I always hear the word toned come from women. The desired physique of looking toned comes from muscle. And the only way that you're going to get that is from lifting weights in a progressive overload. So doing cardio, like running and all that stuff, that's great. It's great for your cardiovascular health. However, it is not going to give you the bodies that you're looking at online. So that's another great question. I feel like the term cardio bunny, I don't know if you've ever heard that. We say that in the US a lot around here in these streets, especially in the gym industry. Cardio bunny is when those women just hop on the treadmill and just do the treadmill every single day, and then they look exactly the same. And I hate that. No! This is what happens when you go too fast. You just stab myself in the eye. They think they'll get man shoulders by lifting. Yeah. Trust me, I have to combat that like numerous times. What is happening, bro? This is what happens when you go too fast. I just got mascara all over my eye. Right. Okay. Please hold. Yes. So many women, believe that they're going to turn into a man by lifting. The only way you will look like a man is if you have man-level testosterone in your body. And if you're a regular woman not taking anything, you're not going to have man levels of testosterone. So you're never going to look like a man. You're going to get that toned look. You're going to get that tighter feeling. It's going to be what you're looking for. And I've even experienced this myself. It's pretty hard to get your mindset into that. I feel like it just, especially if you feel the way you feel when you're lifting weights, you feel like you're getting swole. You know what I mean? And so women get scared of that feeling, and they think that they are going to be, hi, welcome, that they're going to be like so buff. But it's just the feeling of the fluid going to your muscle, the blood going to your muscle. You're not actually getting swole. What's up, guys? Welcome. If you're new here, we talk about health, wellness, and working on how to become a fitter version of you. So if you're new, don't forget to subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up so other people can find it. And I will be back on live this afternoon at 2 p.m. Central Time. Hello, VIP. I will be back at 2 p.m. Central Time to do a live workout. So if you want to pop on that live, you can work out with me. Hi, thank you. The most beautiful girl in the world. Nice comments today. Sometimes the chat, it gets just freaking nuts. So thank you for being nice today. I'm drinking my greens and creatine today and every other morning. I don't know why I said that like it was special for today, but drinking my greens and creatine. Ugh, there's something in my eye. All right, we're moving on to the hair portion of this video. Thank you. I have a lot of hair, yes. And I was just sweating outside, so it's pretty humid. This part in front of my face always gets my makeup in it. Oh, working out every day. Awesome. I love that. I will say that's one of the biggest burnout tips that, ow. Your mother plays a lot of sports and somehow she's really fit, and of course she avoids all junk food. That's amazing. I'm so glad that that is her situation. I will say a lot of times your genetics are going to play a part into how you look. So unfortunately, it is what it is. You can't like completely change some things, like the way your body stores fat, or the way that you lose fat, or the way that you gain muscle. Like I always gain muscle in my legs before I gain muscle in my arms. Unfortunately, that's just the way God made you, and sometimes everybody's dealing with some kind of, thank you, everybody's dealing with some kind of genetic situation. So they're not bad. It's just everybody's different. So as you're in the gym longer, you start to realize kind of some of those trends with yourself, and you can train smarter so that you can help with those situations. But the reason I bring that up, it sounds like your mom probably has great genetics, but if she's playing sports, then she's doing a lot of activity, and she's probably built up some muscle over the years. But yes, I always recommend everyone weight train, especially women. As women start to age, they get things like osteoporosis and osteopenia, and they'll fall one day when they're like 70, and then they'll break a hip, and then that could lead to their death. Not to be morbid or anything, but it's true. Hello, welcome. Thank you. Welcome to my live, y'all. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. I go live every day. Pin my IG. My IG is my name, so if you want to find it, just type in my name. I did just post a new YouTube video on my channel, so if you guys haven't watched it yet, please go watch it. I do a lot of vlogs, just day in my life, so. Good morning, everybody. Welcome. We're talking about burnout. That's what the poll is right now. Burnout in terms of fitness. So a lot of times, I was going to go into burnout about nutrition, and then I got sidetracked. A lot of times I hear people say that they, no gym today. That's okay. A lot of times I hear people say that they get tired of eating the same things, or they get nutrition burnout. And I feel that one, because it is hard to eat the same things all the time. My best piece of advice is to just try, oh, nice, Ollie. Just try and change up your cooking at least 1 to 2 times a week, something that you can stay excited for. I feel like something that I was caught in the trap of doing was eating really plain, gross, unexciting food all week, and then I would be super excited to go out to eat on the weekends, and then I would overindulge because I was like, finally some food that's actually good, unlike the food I've been cooking, which I have my husband to thank for that because he is an amazing cook, a lot better than me. So if you're in that boat, I would suggest that you either try to learn to cook or do like one of those meal services. Like I work with a brand right now. It's called Metabolic Meals, and they do like pre-made meal prep meals, and those are a great option. I know like HelloFresh, or what is it, Factor? Factor, I believe, is HelloFresh. But they do preset, I'm only talking about the US, I don't know what's happening in other countries. They do those preset meals so that way you can kind of change up your diet. And I feel like that keeps it interesting so that you're not eating literally just plain chicken and rice every single day. That you'll avoid the healthy eating burnout a little bit quicker. I'm trying to fix my hair. Good morning, everybody. Welcome. So true. Yes, you do not need to punish yourself in order to be fit, and in order to eat healthy. Healthy food is actually really delicious if you can learn how to cook. That's the hard part. I was cooking for myself before I was married, and so I would just do the easiest things and try and do the quickest things, and it didn't always work out to be the most delicious, and I would just make myself eat it anyways. And so I don't recommend that because you definitely get burnt out of eating healthy when that is the case. All right, y'all, I am almost done. I'm about to hop off of this. We just need to be smart. Yes, totally eating smart. And these days you can look on ChatGPT and type in like macro-friendly meal, like beginner-friendly meal, anything like that, and it'll give you a full recipe. It'll give you a grocery list. It'll give you all kinds of stuff. So it just takes effort. So I always tell my clients, you're just gonna have to work at it. You know what I mean? It's not, you can't just think of driving through McDonald's. That takes no effort. Eating healthier and eating at home takes a little more effort, but it does save you money in the long run, and then it also helps you reach your fitness goals. So it's a win-win. All right. Do we have any other questions in the chat? I was looking for you. You insulted my body once, and we need to square up. Sorry if I insulted your body. I don't want to square up, though. I'm about to hop off this live. Y'all, I'm going to be back on live today at 2 p.m. Central Time, so make sure you subscribe and turn on those notifications so you never miss a live. We're going to be going live for our workout. I'll be doing, it's a beginner full body workout, so it's good for any level. You'll need some dumbbells. You can do it at home. I'll be in the gym, but you can do it at home. And we'll just get fit together, y'all. Just working out Barbies, you know? Ooh. I need some lotion. Hello, welcome to live. If you guys are new here, don't forget to subscribe. Good morning. Welcome, everybody. We just got an influx of new people. Welcome. This is a live where we talk about health, wellness, and how to become a fitter version of you. So whether you're a beginner or advanced, don't forget to subscribe. You can help people in the chat. If you have any fitness tips and advice that's worked for you, please help it in the chat. Type it in the chat. It helps people. What's up, Ninja? You're back. It helps people to hear other people's experiences because everybody's different. I feel like sometimes people will try one thing and then if that doesn't work, they're like, well, I'm a lost cause. And that's not true. It could just be that specific thing did not work for you. My hair, I feel like my hair is a very weird texture today, but that's okay. Let's see. We have 50% of people who have experienced a burnout in fitness. Wow, that is a startling 50-50. It's actually not that startling. I'm not that surprised, actually. I also feel like something that has really helped me is going through different phases as far as my goals. So I've gone on strength building goals where I followed strength programs where I'm really trying to push heavy, low reps, high weight, really trying to push myself. And then I've gone through more high intensity, cutting phases where I try and do like a lot of cardio stuff. Nice. A lot of cardio, a lot of HIIT. I like doing HIIT, but it's not my main priority. And then I've done things where I was running a lot, so I'm trying to run. So changing up your fitness so that you're not doing literally the exact same thing every single day for the rest of your life. I mean, that's a long time of doing something and easy to get burnt out. So, all right, you guys, thank you for coming to this live. Thank you for chatting. I appreciate all the info, all the questions. I really appreciate it. I will be back on live today at 2 p.m. Central Time. If you want to hop on, I would love to have you. We're going to be doing a full body workout. So bring your dumbbells and bring your attitude and bring some water. And I will see you guys.